Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pink Shade Prime. It is Mary Payne here with Kimberly. We're here to talk about seeking sister wife.
Yay!
Yay. Hey, Kimberly,
I
guess
don't
what?
get sick of this show. I never get sick of this show.
Um, mm,
I might get sick of the people,
yeah,
but not the show itself, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
it it's the seasons are short.
Hmm.
There's there are several couples actually that I do get sick of. I take it all back.
Yeah,
Several of the couples are so boring and nothing happens each
yeah,
episode.
yeah. We
It's like
need,
they're still at the same dinner having the same discussion. It's like a soap opera. You come back, they're still at the restaurant. And then you come back the next day, they're still at the restaurant. Somebody's still in a coma. Somebody's
right,
still stuck in a well.
right. But that's supposed to be daily, and this is weekly. So you think,
Yeah.
and I never thought about it at all until Chris DeRosa pointed it out that on a housewife show, there'll be 6 events in 1 hour.
Yes.
And 12 different confessional looks. And,
Yeah.
and on this show, you sit in on a car ride that's going from the grocery store to your home, and that lasts
Yeah.
three episodes.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Um, well, what was I going to say? Oh, so when this comes out on Tuesday, November 11th, because we're recording early, hopefully that is the day that you and I are going to meet up in the OC with Casey as well, hopefully.
We're gonna hug, we're gonna touch arms
Okay.
and
If you want to.
and caress each other's
No, no. Mm-mm.
hair and
Mm-mm.
faces.
Should I grab
And
should I grab the back of your hair very
yeah.
familiarly? Should I do that? That wouldn't be weird to
I
do
would
that to a
you would
friend.
to
That
do
would not
that to
be
his
strange.
mhm.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. Ingrid wrote me for my birthday, like, the nicest card, and, at the dinner we were sitting at the end of it, it says, "Do not hug me." It was all
That's
this
how I
nice
feel.
nice thing about our friendship, and then it was like, "Also, don't hug me." Yeah.
Also, I don't like physical touch.
Yeah, you go in for a hug, and she's like, "Ah,
Yeah, no, that's what I do too. I'm like, "I'm sweaty, I don't want you to, like, feel where my boobs are."
uh-huh."
I don't like it.
Mhm. Sometimes though, I'm coming in. I'm doing it. She's like, "Mm." We have a picture that we took so many years ago. I mean, probably 2015. I'll have to go find it. But it is of our faces together, like in a selfie, and I'm so physically grabbing her and forcing her to put her face next to my face. It's great. It's great.
Assault. You were
Mhm.
assaulting her.
Yeah, but she seemed like she was okay with it. She says it's because
She
she's
was
from Minnesota.
asking for it.
She was. She was like, "Don't do it. Really do it." She says she's from Minnesota, but my friend Sarah is also from Minnesota, and she's fine with hugging. So I don't know.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I don't really hug my cousins from Minnesota.
She said it's
My
a
parents are huggers.
she says it's a Norwegian thing.
Well, not everyone is Norwegian from Minnesota, but
Well,
that's possible.
that's what she says. Um, Things are coming along. I'm planning a Virgin cruise with the Bunky travel agent who reached out, and she's helping us do this Virgin cruise
Yes,
for Ingrid's birthday.
that's awesome.
Hmm.
So I knew a bunkie would come through.
Well, the first Bunky that came through got the job, but like 6 after that reached out and said, I'm a
Oh,
travel
wow.
agent. I would love to help you. I was like, oh my gosh, now I feel so bad. But Bunky Wendy I was like, you win a winner chicken dinner. You reached out first. So
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
not that like it's such big business that somebody could be dying for our business. But so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 or 7, at least 7 people going.
That's awesome.
I know. I'm so excited. There's drag shows, there's trapeze shows. You could get a tattoo.
What? I
And
wanna
you kn
go.
and you
I
know
mean,
I
I
might
don't want a tattoo, but I would like to go.
we would love for you to come. And again, our rule is, everybody does what they want. If you don't have to go to the trapeze show, you don't have to go to dinner, we don't care. Just do what you want.
I love that.
And everybody gets their own room. And most ships will penalize you for going single. Like, they charge you double. They charge you for the whole
Mhm.
room. And so we were like, "Fine, we'll just have to," because none of us wanna, like, share a
Yeah.
225 square foot room together.
Yeah.
So we're all like, "Well, I'll just get, Ingrid will get this, like, super nice room, and that'll be our gathering spot." No, not on Virgin. I was like, "Okay, everybody get ready to pay double or whatever this price is." And they're like, "No, that's the price for the room." Now you do pay more for a second traveler. But anyway, this is not an ad for Virgin, you guys. I just was like very happy to know that they did not penalize people that are going by themselves, you know?
That's great. I love
Mhm,
that because
mhm.
as a single gal, yeah, find that I get penalized a lot.
Yeah.
Taxes, just
Mhm.
society,
Yeah.
the stares, the pointing, the
No,
mocking.
no, no, none of that's true.
"Ooh, that lady's by herself, she doesn't have children." I
No, no,
get
no.
that.
No, no, no. Just say they're all in boarding school. Anyway, we're very excited, and thank you to Bunky Wendy, who is helping us out, working with Virgin and answering all my
That's
stupid questions.
awesome. That's
Um,
great. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy. I mean, she's not doing it for free. Let's just like, let's get that straight. Okay. She is a
Yeah.
working lady, the business. But anyway, Bunky Wendy has been great. And the other travel agent monkeys, thank you for reaching out. I didn't know there's so many of you in the travel industry. My mother used to be in the travel industry.
I love that.
She went everywhere. My mom has been everywhere. Makes me so jealous. Back in the day,
Wow.
where like they would send you on these things, right? So she never really had to pay for it. She would be like, I went to, not Maui. What's the one I'm thinking of? Like not Bali, the place with the oh help me, the place with the overwater bungalows,
Oh.
Fiji.
Mm.
Yes, she's been everywhere. One of
That's
her
amazing.
favorite places was Morocco, and she also loved Turkey. But
Wow.
that was before the days where you could go get your lips blown up or your boobs redone, like Darcy.
Yeah.
Hair
Turk
transplant.
that turkey
Mhm.
when we record our happily, I will tell you what happened when Darcy screamed out turkey. Because I was very confused.
Right, because she was jiggling her melons.
So Kara, oh, I'll just say it now. So Kara was touching Darcy's boobs and said, "I'm so jealous of your boobs." And
Mhm.
Darcy goes, "Turkey." Now I had a brain poop fart and forgot that she had gone to Turkey for all this surgery.
Uh-huh.
I thought she was insinuating that she like injected turkey fat in her boobs. That is where my brain went. I was like, "Why is she saying turkey? Is there turkey like meat in her boobs?" And then 5 minutes later, remembered the season where they went to Turkey, and
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw an interview with her recently where she said they were getting their boobs taken way down.
yeah, when is that happening?
I don't
We
know,
all
but
need it to happen.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's definitely not the reunion. It sounds like I feel like she got them doubled for the reunion.
I tripled. I am waiting. I want to be kept abreast of the news, and, they are an assault to my eyeballs.
It's crazy. The thing that the two of them are doing now on social media is like mukbang. They're just sitting and eating and talking about their food. The two
No
of them
one
like,
wants
"Huh, let's get
that
this Taco Bell. Huh, huh." And
because
they're
they can
just
barely eat with their lips so big. Greasy chicken fat boobs.
I think one
Turkey
day
fat.
Darcy did like a I'm eating something on camera and people went so crazy because it was so gross that now
It was gross. It was
She and Darcy are doing it
Chipotle.
together.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
Cava or Chipotle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
and it was
Mhm. Hmm.
unnecessary.
Well, now she's gonna try to make an OnlyFans of her eating gross food, and you know
Yep.
what? Do it, girl. So, because you probably have debt
Mhm.
like they talk about on this show. No, 90 Day the other
Mhm.
way, the debt.
Mhm.
It's gonna be great to have a week break from all these shows because all the people are so cross-pollinated in my brain.
Yeah.
Just thinking about Dylan and Patia, and I was like, "Oh, they must be on this show." No, they're not on Seeking Sister Wife, they're on the other way. I just so my brain is
Yeah.
so, um
Mhm.
but what is giving me joy is 60 Days In, so I hope everybody's listening to that on the free feed.
Yay!
Giving me joy. Bunky wrote and said that they binged the whole thing, and they're like, "Spoiler, there's a reunion at the end." I was like, "Don't tell me anything else."
Yeah.
I'm watching it episode by episode. I don't want to know any spoilers.
It's not a spoiler, but the reunions are great. They're
Okay.
always hosted by someone really good who, like, gets in there.
And they all sit around?
Yes.
Okay.
And occasionally, there are people who have not figured out that the other person was 60 days in, so they are
Oh,
shocked when that person walks in.
so they're
That's
like,
fun.
"Welcome, Nate." And everybody's like, "What?"
What?
Yeah.
I had no idea, oh my god.
Oh,
That's always
wow.
fun. Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about these dummies. Seeking Sister Wife, season 6, episode 8. It's just papers, right? again, the AI assistant that they onboarded to make these titles needs to go right back into the robot that they came from.
Yeah, I know.
Horrible.
I can think of other we'll as we recap, we will think of a different quote that would be better.
If we're just gonna pull a quote and we're not gonna just be Seeking Sister Wife, season 6, episode 8, um, that was awkward. I mean,
Yeah,
it could literally just be that.
mhm.
It's just, it's so ridiculous. Okay, somebody hire me over there at Matt Sharp LLC. Okay, just kidding. It's Matt Sharp Incorporated. I would never. All right, we're gonna start with the Peralta, previously known as the Perlotta. The Peralta family, um, is Dani and Yessel. So she's playing with the kids, and she's talking about how it is really hard, to work the full-time job, take care of the kids. She's exhausted. Those kids are so cute.
They are cute.
I love their curly hair. I think they
Yeah.
are adorable. Um,
Yeah, they also look exhausting, though.
oh, yeah, 2 little boys. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My sister had 2, and then all of a sudden she had 3 of them, and I was like she's like, somebody's always bleeding." She's like, "Because somebody is always bleeding or has packed a bag to run away at all times." And then she had a girl. Oops. Okay. So she says, "Yeah, gonna have to talk to old Yessel there. I think he's not gonna be happy with the conversation I had with Jackie because Jackie told me now she's officially done." So he calls and she says, he goes, "What's going on?" She goes, "I'm giving the kids a bribery cupcake so I can have a chance to talk to you." He goes, I don't know about that, sugar." I'd be like, "You can fuck right off. You're not
Fuck
here.
off.
They can have
Don't tell me how to
whatever they want."
parent when
Uh-uh.
you've left us for months at
Mhm.
a time.
No. And she goes, "Yeah, they made the cupcakes with the nanny, when I went out to dinner with Jackie. And yeah, they can have one so I can talk to you. They made it, whatever." So
Mhm.
he goes, "Well, how'd that go?" And she says, "Well, the conversation with Jackie was a bit heavy. Jackie thinks my feelings are unfair, and she was hurt that we didn't address it with her sooner.
But
And
the truffle fries were delicious that I kept eating during
because
the conversation.
I had a nanny, and what am I going to do? Leave this blue drink and this big bowl of fries to eat itself? No." Um, and she says, she was hurt, but us not addressing it with her sooner, and that was it for her. And he goes, "What do you mean? Like she broke up?" He goes, "Yeah, she broke up with us." He goes, "Well, that fucking sucks. I mean, God." And she goes, "Yeah. Hmm." And he says, "Is there any wiggle room for you changing your mind on this? Is there a world where we can all get back together and work it out? Can we get her back?" The talking head Danny says, no, she says to him, "I don't see it being a repairable dynamic." And the talking head Danny goes, "I'm hurt because the first thing he asked is, will I change my mind and can we get Jackie back?" Like he didn't consider my feelings. He only cared about getting her back. And I'm not
We
going to change my mind, which is not what I
Everyone is
heard.
considered with your feelings. That's what we are all considering. It's all about your feelings. It's not about Jackie's feelings, and it's not about his feelings either. I mean, I hate that I am mad at her because I feel like women usually get the short end of the stick in these seeking sister wives thing. And
Mhm.
even though she says she's on board, she does not appear to be on board at
She's
all.
not. She's
So
not.
I feel like she's a victim in this, but I'm also annoyed with her because, like, you let him get attached to her, even though you knew you were never going to change your mind, and you let them build this relationship when you knew this was going to be a deal
And you should have
breaker
told her first time you met her. You should
first.
have told her. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Also, I don't feel like you can call it a boundary when it's a rule that you're setting where only you are getting what you want and another woman is getting screwed over and getting her bodily choices taken away. That's not
Mhm.
a boundary. That's like, I don't know what you would call that.
She's the dictator and everybody
Yeah.
must follow her rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Exactly.
So, and the talking head, he goes, "Yeah, I'm pissed off. This is annoying. This is going to make our search for a sister wife very hard. And I am open to more kids." So, mm. Now I will say something interesting that a bunkie sent us, or I found on Reddit or something. Either way, I sent it to you. And maybe somebody posted it. You guys, I don't know. My brain is too full at the moment. But I sent it to you, which said that somebody found some sort of like a local CBS station showing Yessel coming home from Afghanistan
Right.
that he goes for 6 months at a time. Did I say it because he
That's
was a nurse?
yes. So that is one of the things we guessed was a travel nurse, and one of your bunkies suggested it was for the military.
Yes.
So, but 6 months is a crazy long time.
Okay, okay, here it is. I did some deep diving. There was a CBS morning news show with his son running to his arms, and the news lady said Yessel was working and gone for 6 months working in the embassy in Afghanistan.
Oh, at the embassy as a nurse.
Yeah, so it might not be Afghanistan every time, but it might just be he works
Yeah.
in medical
I
and
mean,
he
that's what
goes. Yeah,
military spouses have to deal with.
mhm,
Those deployments that can be years.
yeah, yeah, so I wonder if he goes, like, 6 months to an embassy and he's home for 2 months, and he goes for 6 months. So, in this light of this information that he's gone for 6 months, I could see why she would want I'd love to have
Mhm.
another friend living here with me that
Another
sh
military
yeah,
spouse.
mhm, mhm. She's just gotta, like she's gotta find community. She's gotta go to the
Yeah.
commissary and make some friends unless they
Mhm.
although I've seen they're closing the commissaries for military people, but anyway, that's another subject. Um, feeling feisty today, Kimberly.
Yeah, I love that.
You know why? Because of that what's happening with the travel stuff. I'm getting very nervous.
Mhm.
Very nervous.
I
Okay.
understand.
Mhm.
I saw on the local news, it was just like them being like, "How do you feel about it?" "I'm nervous that I won't get there." "How do you feel about this They was just interviewing people at the airport, and it was just like a bunch of like literally 30 people they interviewed, and they were all just like, "Yeah, I'm nervous that I won't be able to fly home. Yeah, I'm nervous about my next flight." I was like, "We get it.
American Airlines
Everyone's nervous."
and by the time you get this, you'll know if I made it, but, American Airlines did and, Southwest and United. I got emails from all of them and said, every person's travel reason is important, and we know whatever you're traveling for is important, which I liked the way they phrased that, like,
Yeah.
this person's business trip is not more important than this person's wedding or you know what I mean?
Right, right. Mhm,
And
that's nice. Mhm.
and it says, "So, we are working blah, blah, blah," and I know United put out a thing, and Frontier, of all people, put out a thing and was like, "Go ahead and book a secondary flight on a different airline as a backup." And
Wow.
United said the same thing, "Book a secondary flight as a backup, and we will refund whichever one you don't use."
Wow.
Have I done that? No. Am I thinking about it? Yes. Does money grow on trees? No. Alrighty. The Williamson family. This is you, girl.
Oh my
Reese
god.
and Billie Jean
I
is not his lover.
okay. Nikki, um, where are you? I she's I wanna I think Nikki needs another show. She needs to be the new Patty what's her face, the
Stanger.
matchmaker.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Nikki was not exaggerating when she said she has a little black book and knows everybody. She
She
has
does.
found another woman willing to date Reese, and this one seems to be super eager about it.
And she lives an hour away. So it's like, how does Billie Jean know all these people?
Exactly. So, Reese is very nervous because the ice cream date was so awkward, it turned the whole country off of vanilla. And, this woman's name is
Not
Randi.
me. I love vanilla everything.
She, Randi is, I hope she's Randy for some theater kid peen.
Well, can you
Um,
remember the other girl's name? Was it
I don't know, but she had purple hair, and
yes.
that was wild. Too wild for him.
Uh-huh. I can't remember her name. I'm just trying to see if all of the names also sound like boy names.
That's a
Billy,
really
Randy,
yeah,
Nikki,
yeah.
Nikki. Nikki
Yeah,
can also be
Nikki
a boy
even,
name. Yeah.
yeah, mhm.
Yeah.
So I do love that she lives an hour away because Nikki did have to go outside of the county to find
Yes.
somebody. So next it's gonna be someone out of state and
Yeah.
then maybe someone international, and he'll be on 90 Day Fiancé. So
Yay, just talk to the Merrifields. They're doing it just right. Go ahead.
mhm. So he says, "If this date is a bust, I'm not trusting Nikki to set me up again." Like Nikki is the problem.
Right. Right.
The call is coming from inside the jazz hands house. You are the problem, sir.
Mhm,
It
mhm.
is not Nikki. So he has chosen a play date, a playground date, a play. Let me say that again, a playground date, because he's just a big kid
Okay.
and it oozes sex appeal to have a grown man without a child at a playground. Nothing creepy
Listen,
here.
listen. First date was an ice cream date. Second date's a playground. Nothing but good, clean fun for these people.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
So, he is waiting for her and he almost falls out of the swing. And I was thinking, what would be more awkward, the vanilla ice cream date or getting a concussion before she's arrived? And he's bleeding and the set medic is attending to his wound. And then the lady walks up. That would be pretty funny.
Mhm.
So, Randi walks up and she's like, "Hi." And he goes, "Are you a swinger?" And then points to the swing, and they both laugh like it is the funniest joke ever. And she
Good,
laughed too.
good.
She laughed too.
She's the girl for him. Mhm.
So, yeah, that I was like, "This match made in heaven." So, also, she looks exactly like Billy. They have such similar faces.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I'll have to look at that next week.
Look at their faces. Their
Okay.
features are very similar. So he thinks she's cute because she looks like Billy. And she thinks he's cute and adorable and seems easy to talk to.
Mhm. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So
Do you think he's
he
getting a
asked if
bone? Do you
she's
think he's getting a boner?
I mean, I don't want a grown man to have a boner on a playground, but um but I hope he's feeling something in his nethers. So he asks, "Do you have kids?" And she has 2 teens and a 5-year-old. Wow.
Okay.
And when he says, "Well, we have twin babies," and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I have baby fever." Great. All good so far.
I
Check,
think she would
check.
only wanna have one more kid, though. She's got
There
teenagers and a 5-year-old. She's probably like, "I got one more in me,
one
not
more.
not
Yeah.
3 or 4." You know?
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
might need a second, a
Yeah.
third. So, he says, "Well, my wife and I are wanting more babies." And Randi says to us, "I'm open to this idea because I'm a single parent and I've tried traditional marriage and it did not work out. And I do love the idea of more kids and more adults around to help raise them." And so she asks right away, "Are you looking for just one lady or more than one?" And I was like, "Slow down, Randy,
Wow.
slow your
Wow.
horses." And he's like, "Whoa, just one for now. We're just taking this one day at a time." I'm still on the fence about this whole lady thing anyway. So he says it's been hard to find someone when people get past that it's not like a sexual thing and it's a family thing. And so she's like, "Wait, but will there be a sexual thing?" And I couldn't tell if she was asking like, "Will I be sexual with you or will we all be sexual together?"
I think she's asking both questions.
Okay.
What's required of me here? Yeah.
Yeah. So he says, "Well, it would play out naturally, like take its natural course, but there's no pressure on it." Well, if you're gonna have more babies,
These
you
twins are
might
barely 1 years old. We gotta just it's okay, ease into it. Ease into it.
ease into it.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes, "I'm very vanilla too, I'll be honest." Reese,
Yeah,
did you
don't
learn nothing from the ice cream fiasco? When you mentioned ice vanilla on the ice cream date, it blew up like the Hindenburg. It was Chernobyl, and
wow.
her eggs shriveled up
Yeah.
and died instantly. So why would you bring up vanilla again? And she laughs and she says, "I hate that word." Does she
That's
hate that he's
why does she hate vanilla? Why does she
is it
hate
like
that word?
moist?
Is it like yeah, I was gonna ask if it's like the M word and people generally hate it. Hmm.
Which is why I just said it.
I know.
Um,
I know.
maybe she just hates it in that context, like calling someone boring.
Yeah, maybe
She
so.
doesn't she doesn't like that.
Maybe she's
Um,
triggered because she's vanilla and she's been called vanilla her whole life, and now she's just met her soulmate.
Yes, that
Mhm.
could be. So he says, "You know what I mean? It's definitely a discussion for another time. We'll talk about boobies and vaginas later and how I feel about them.
Mhm.
And she asks about Billie Jean and he says she's my best friend and she loves our family and she wants to grow our village and just have more people around who love our kids. And Randi loves that. And he says, I'm a goofball, but the thing I want more than anything is that my kids are okay and like that people are loving my kids. And Randi says she's happy to hear it was Billie Jean's idea because then she's maybe not going to be jealous like she would you'd be worried about in a situation like this.
Mhm.
And she asked to meet Billie and he's like, "Yeah, let's go right now. I'll call her and we'll meet at the bar right down the street. Let's go." I thought she meant like another time, but he's like, "Let's make it happen." They're
Yeah.
fast moving
Yeah. Well, she's
for
Billy's in
vanilla-ers.
she's in the production band. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like gonna pop out. Hello. So, then they're gonna go meet Billie Jean. He almost falls off the playground equipment once again in a it was Kramer level,
Yes.
hijinks
Yes.
and super unsexy, I have to say. There's nothing.
Maybe there's a local production coming up that he's sort of auditioning for, where he has to do a lot of
Yeah,
pratfalls and he's practicing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Randi, they go to the restaurant, the little bar, and Randy's like, I can't wait to meet Billie. Is she coming now? Is she coming? When is she? Is she horny for Billie? She's very amped to meet Billie.
She's just very amped to be involved in this situation altogether.
She is. She's the complete opposite of purple hair. So he's interested to see if Billie will be as chill and non jealous when there's an actual woman involved and it's not just a hypothetical thing.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
we're going to see next week.
All right. I was gonna do the Merrifields next, but I think I'll do the Johnsons. Okay. Matthew and Anjelica and Shanay. So, Matthew is waiting for Shanay to arrive for this big date. They're trying to pretend like she's not gonna arrive, but she does. And I gotta tell you something. This is not her best look.
No, this is low effort,
Mhm.
um, because she feels like she has the upper hand in the relationship, so she doesn't have to try.
I feel like this is what she wore to work, and she had a blazer over it, and she just took the blazer off. That's what I
Mhm.
think. Yeah. So he goes, all right, so we're going to go on this train ride. We eat dinner. The train takes us along the coast of Rhode Island. I was like, that sounds really pretty, actually.
Mhm.
They didn't seem to be enjoying the view. But in the talking head, she says, I haven't heard from him in a few weeks, and I'm honestly angry and resentful. It took so long for him to reach out.
He
And he,
did reach out, you just didn't respond. You were
right.
playing hard to get.
And then she got mad that he didn't try a second time.
Yes,
So I'm kind of team Matthew on this one.
I am
Um,
too.
and him pulling out all the stops is nice, but I wonder if he's just trying to make me happy with a grand gesture. I don't need grand gestures. I just need genuine and sincere effort. So they sit down. He goes, "Let's order a drink." And she goes, "I'll just get my usual." Do you know what my usual is? And he goes, "Red wine." She goes, "What kind?" He goes, "The kind that comes in a glass." Like, I don't know. Like,
Is this
whatever.
a quiz?
And she goes,
Trying
"You
to
know
get
who
number 2
would know?
pencils?
Angelica. Angelica would know."
Then
Um,
go bang Anjelica.
I mean, come on. So they stare at each other awkwardly as the train leaves the station. And she says, "Listen, I'm glad you're making an effort, but I'm wondering if it's too late." And he goes, "Well, I was really hurt when you didn't respond to like a heartfelt text I sent you." And she goes, "Well, you should have reached out a second time." And he goes, "Well, I thought I was giving you space." And she goes, "No." And she says, "And Jellica would not tell me if you're dating other people. Are you dating other people?" And he goes, "Yes, I did go on a date." Okay. So now we see Angelica at home. I feel like Angelica lives her entire life cleaning that kitchen.
Yeah.
Every time we see her, she's cleaning, she's cleaning.
Mhm.
So she says, "I'm really worried about the date. It's nerve wracking to be home. I'm waiting." And she says, "Shanae is my sister and she is my heart. And I am as close to Shanae as I am to anyone in my family. Now, I've never told my family about Shanae. But if I don't have her, then I have no one to turn to or lean on. And then I may have to turn to my family." I was like, what's happening?
What is
Huh?
I told you. She is so emotionally attached. It's scary.
She has 0 friends.
She
This
has
is her
no
only
friend.
friend. Now she's losing her one and only friend.
You have your
So,
sister.
I know she lives right there. She babysits. So, back to the train, he says, yes, he did go on a date with someone. And he goes, it was like a space filler. And she goes, I've been begging you for your space for 3 years. And he goes, you weren't available. And she goes, how do you know? You didn't even reach out. He goes, I did reach out and you
Oh
didn't
my god.
reply.
This is exhausting.
And he said, you said you were in a relationship and you were physical with that person. So I wasn't going to reach out a second time. And she goes, "Ho how do you know I was in a relationship? I was just testing the waters. Don't bring him up. He has nothing to do with this."
You told them about him
I wonder if it's
after the
fake.
fact, by the way.
What if it's a
Do you
fake
think she
boyfriend?
made it up to make them
Mm,
jealous?
mhm. Maybe so. Um,
Because she cannot get mad that he went on another date
when
when
she did
she went on many dates and slept with this other person
and
without telling them.
didn't tell them.
Told them after the fact.
Mhm. So, in the talking head, she goes, "I think there's been too much disconnect, too much bad, not enough good, too much time has passed." And the talking head, he goes, her saying that we can't go on another date is hypocritical."
Mhm.
Agree. So Shanay says, "Oh, were you interested in that other woman?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "It was just the one date. It didn't feel right with her and, or with Anjelica or the 3 of us." And Shanay goes, "Oh, Anjelica went on the date." And he goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Why didn't she tell me?" And he goes, "It's not her place to tell you. It wasn't her place." I mean, it was because there's supposed to be
Yeah.
3 equal whatever.
Mhm.
And she says, "Matthew, I don't think I can do this with us anymore. After tonight, I don't want to pursue a relationship with you." And he just looks at her and goes, "That's it, huh?" And she nods. And I said, "Well, dang, now they're stuck on a train."
I know.
How long into this train trip were they like, "After dessert, I'll drop the bomb." So she cries and she walks off. And the talking Eddie, she goes, "I came on this date hoping we could reconnect, but I found out he went on a date and Anjelica knew about it. And that's just it for me." Because now she feels like they ganged up against her.
Yeah.
So, and then he says, "I don't want to see her cry. I didn't want her to walk away. And I have so many like emotions. I can't, like, I don't even know what to say, but I'm heartbroken. And I know Angelica is going to be really upset. I've got a lot on my mind. I got to accept things that I don't want to accept."
I
Okay.
hope that train wasn't full and there's somewhere else for her to sit, otherwise she's gonna be hiding in the laboratory.
But she's like, "It's a table for 4, but you only have 3. Can I just sit?
Can
Can
I
I
just
just sit right here? I just
I
won't sit.
promise
Just"
I'm more fun than you
Yeah,
eavesdropping on this conversation would
yeah.
have led you to believe.
I'll give you the whole tea.
Eh,
All right. Let's end with the Merryfields, the dumbest dummies of the dum-dums of all the dummies in Dummyland.
so dumb.
So dumb. So, Danielle and Lorena are looking at the computer at this prenup, and they're just intently staring at it, right? Because tomorrow they're going to Aspen to do the paperwork for the legal marriage. And at one point, as Danielle is reading it, she's like, "Oh, our address is wrong." I'm like,
Oh my god.
"That's important. That's important." Like when we were
I
buying our
can't.
beach house, on several of the documents, that it was like, "You have to have these in by the end of the day. They have to be notarized, blah, blah." And so we're like scrambling to get a notary and do all the things. And they had put the other people, the insurance company or whoever, had put our home address here in Virginia wrong. And I was like, "Okay, well, you're not getting it today." Okay. And they were all like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh," it was like a full panic. Like on papers like that, your address cannot be wrong.
Yeah.
And filing a legal document for a prenup, your address can't be wrong.
No.
Um, so Danielle looks at Lorraine, who's reading this document, and goes, "You ready? Official? Yeah."
I cannot comprehend marrying someone where you cannot have a kindergarten level conversation with them.
Mm-mm.
That's actually insane to me. Without
Ev
it that if your phone broke, you
Right.
would not be able to have a basic childlike conversation.
Mm-mm. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, we see Garrick in his stupid fucking hat looking at the document. He's like, mouth
Get
open.
him some nasal spray.
God. And he's the one that wrote the whole thing wrong, spelling errors, wrong
Mhm.
address. He does
Mhm.
not have 4 brain cells to rub together. Now,
Mm-mm.
somehow Dannielle has saved the day and found a lawyer/translator, even though it's all on him that this didn't get done properly. Dannielle has
Mhm.
saved the day as per usual,
Yeah.
and Dannielle, they're looking at the thing and she goes, "Sister, feel ready? Sister, yeah?" And
Bride. Dun,
mm,
dun, dun, dun.
mm-mm,
Wedding?
mm-mm. Veil, walking. It's just so ridiculous.
By the way, I saw the shelf picture or whatever.
Shelve. Uh-huh.
Shelf picture.
Did she mean we're shelving a book? I don't think so. It's gonna be table,
Oh my god.
Tabel. I mean, it's just all
Oh
wrong.
my god.
So when we're talking to Heather, Lorena says, "I feel ready to start this new chapter with them together." And then she again reiterates, "I'm not trying to take anything they built together, but we are now 3, right?"
Mhm.
Sam and Samantha arrive with their kids because they're gonna pick up baby, Leia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leia, because it's always Princess Leia, to
Mhm.
stay with them while they go to Aspen. And Danny's like, "Yeah, it's been a rough day with the prenup and a rough day." And Lorena is still just and Derek's with the hat. And Sam and Samantha are like, "Okay." And here comes Granddad from whence he came. I don't know, down from the basement in his hat, like, "Hey,
Mhm.
heard it's a hat party in here." Nope, hat party at 2. Um, and in her talking head, Samantha goes, "Yeah, I'm shocked. Yeah, shocked. Would have thought they would have done more research to find out when this has to be done, what the parameters were, and, they're not people to stay on top of things, so yeah. So,
She says
say
they're relaxed and laid back, and I was like, "That's the nicest way of saying stupid I've ever
stupid
heard."
and lazy. Yeah.
Yeah, stupid and lazy.
So Sam, brother Sam was looking at it, and he leans over and goes, "Is this a legit prenup?" He laughs. And they go, "Yeah, it is." And he goes, "I'm surprised you didn't look into it sooner, like, that's why they give you 90 days and not 2 weeks so you can get it all done."
Yeah, he's doing that voice and that fake laugh to, like, cover his absolute disdain for these people.
Danielle looks at him and goes, "Getting smart there, Sam?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Smarter than you.
He goes, "Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Just my whole entire life savings in this business that I've invested in with your stupid fucking husband slash
Mhm.
not your husband."
You can
So
see the wheels turning in his head, and he's just like, "Are we still allowed to use the R word? No, we're not allowed to use the
no,
R
no,
word. What
no,
other word can I use to describe these people?" He hates them. He
hates them.
he hates his sister at this point because he hates the husband, and
Yeah.
he hates this whole house, and it like he throws up at night from disdain, like he's bottling it all in, like, and he is now in business with these. I feel I can't, like, it's aged him terribly.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree. I agree. He looks very, and I wonder, okay, so they got divorced 4 or 5 years ago. Okay? 4 years ago maybe.
yeah,
But they've had this, they got spoken to in the garage 5 years ago. And so I wonder if 5 years ago is when he was like, "I've got to figure out a way to get out of this business with him.
right,
He is
right.
so volatile. He won't be married to my sister anymore legally. Like, what are we
Mhm.
gonna do?" But you think about it in the span of time, 5 years is not that long for him to
Right.
be for and, if the business is good, despite what we've seen on Reddit, he's like, "Oh god, I gotta break out on my own." And plus, it's called Merrifield Construction, and we know Merrifield is a huge name in their town,
Yeah. And I
you
think
know?
despite his hatred for his sister, he still feels protective of her, and he's like, "Her husband is an idiot, and this business will tank if I'm not there. So
Yeah,
I need to help provide for my sister,
and
even though I
the
hate
parents
her
live there
life,
too.
and my parents would be homeless." So,
Yeah,
like, he feels the burden of this whole caring for this whole family because of who his sister married.
yeah.
Also, don't use the R word, people. It's not right.
No,
It's
no,
bad.
no, no. No one's ever
Very
gonna
bad.
don't do it. Don't do it. Very offensive. Okay. Talking head Sam says, "Yeah, I have some concerns." Yeah. Um, we have a business together and Lorena, she seems nice, but she's only been here for a few months and we don't know her. and I have to hope she's an honest person who cares for our family because there's a lot on the line here, and let me just get this baby and get out of here. So
Yeah. Like, I
now,
think kidnap the baby. Take the baby away from these idiots.
and we never see the sons anymore because they're like, we're going over to Jared's house. I'm going over to Matt's house. I'll see you guys. And they're like, bye bye. I forgot you were here.
Yeah, with your
Um,
rotating, foreign ladies, I just can't be in this house
they're
anymore.
like, we don't need to meet a fourth lady.
Yeah.
So, and the talking head, Garrick says, I'm so thankful to God that it all got done so we can get married tomorrow. You know, the paperwork has to get submitted immediately to the immigration attorney so she won't get kicked out of the country. I just want to make a point that this is not correct. We've been covering, I've been covering, you've been watching, been covering 90 Day Fiance for 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not correct. We see lots of people get married on day 89.
Mhm.
And then they were married within the 90 days and then they
Mhm.
submit the paperwork. It doesn't mean immigration is coming to your house on day 90. It
Right.
just doesn't. You can get married on day 90.
Yeah.
And we've
We
seen
have seen
people
people that
come right up to
mhm.
the wire.
Uh-huh.
So it's not what it means. You have to show that you're married within the 90 days and then submit the change. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
but again, minor, low level, get a 90dayattorney.com. I mean, he
Yeah.
just didn't do any basic research. So
No.
Lorrana and Dannielle are in the bathroom getting ready together. And God, Dannielle, I don't know what kind of happy pills he put in her coffee, but
Yeah.
she is acting so fucking goofy.
Yeah.
She's so goofy.
She's giddy like she's 19 and it's her wedding.
Mhm.
Like, she's a young bride that is, like, has her
Yes.
whole future ahead of her.
Yeah, she's like Lydia Plath level excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and in the talking head with Garrick, she's like, "Today's the day!"
Yeah.
Just mouth wide open, looking at him like, "Ah!"
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
wild. So the talking head, Lorena goes, "I'm excited, but I feel very nervous. You know, I'm not married. I've never been married, so I don't know if when you get married, like if everything changes or what. No, you'll still be banging him
Mhm.
3 out of 7 days a week." So
Mhm.
Garrick has put on his best stupid fucking cowboy getup.
His stupid bolo tie and his stupid way too tight pants and way too tight shirt and that knockoff Stetson hat with the I hate it. I hate everything about it. I
He's
hate it.
still wearing those giant fake Versace sunglasses.
I hate him.
They're so tacky. He is
He
so
makes me
tacky.
sick.
So, Dani comes out and he goes, "Oh, you look pretty." And she goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "Okay." So they're standing at the bottom of the stairs waiting. And Dani goes, "She's coming, your bride."
I'm glad she didn't say our bride. That would have bothered me.
Yeah. So we're talking it together. Garrick is like, "Yeah, it's crazy because we started this journey 5 years ago, and Danielle and I like got divorced because we believed in this, and we've wanted to bring a sister wife to the U.S. now, and now everything is perfect. Is it? Because this is your third shot. Is it? Is
Yeah.
this perfect?" So Danielle calls out for Lorena, "Sister,
Oh my god.
sister," and she comes out in quite a dress, and if you look at her, you look at Garrick, and then you look at Dannielle, it looks like these 3 people are going to 3 different events.
Yes.
Because
Her side boob is so out in that
mhm,
wedding. I've never seen a wedding dress well, no, that's a lie. I've
no.
seen a wedding dress with side boob many a time.
She looks like she's going to the club.
Yeah.
He looks like he's going to some sort of, cowboy con, where they
Mhm.
dress up like cowboys,
Mhm.
and Danielle looks like she's going, like, to a ladies' luncheon.
Uh-huh.
It's strange. So she comes down and and so when Danielle kissed him, he said gloss. So
Yeah.
apparently that's a key word of like don't wear gloss.
Yeah.
So she comes down and he kisses her and he goes gloss.
Oh, god.
And Danielle goes, "Yes, Garricky, gloss." And then he says, "Bonita, sexy, beautiful, you and sister, beauty queens, bonita.
Am I stuck? You're making me sick. You have to stop with that voice.
Dannielle goes, Garricky, yeah?
Oh God.
Okay.
I
So
can't. I
talking head, I know. Garrick cries about how much Lorena loves the family and Dannielle. And it means so much more to him that Lorena loves Dannielle and loves the family.
You don't give a shit who loves Dannielle or the kids. You don't even know your kids' names. Give me a break.
Definitely don't know their birthdays. And when you think about the stuff that we've read, and I think it was in the book, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't read the book. I've just heard what people said about the book. That in the book, when he went, that's with Bert number 2, Natalie, when he went to Brazil and went there for like 2 months, remember?
Yeah.
And then Danielle went to
Mhm.
visit and was like, "I'm pregnant. You better get your
Uh-huh.
ass home."
Mhm.
Um, that he left and went to Brazil because Danielle made him mad about something, and he left and went to
Yeah.
Brazil for like 2 months.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because she had said they were really fighting, and she wasn't sure if their marriage was
Mhm.
already over because they had already gotten divorced by that point, was gonna stand through this. Like, she
So at
didn't
that
even know where they stood. She said, like, she didn't know where they stood in their relationship.
and so he left and went to Brazil for
So
2
he
months.
left.
So I guess Sam was running the business,
Yeah.
and she was running the family, and he was boning it out in Brazil. And
Mhm.
did he care about how much Natalie loved Danielle and her children at that point, or
No, because she didn't, and,
never met
that
them?
was part
Never
of the
met the kids.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dannielle felt no connection from her and
Mhm.
would complain to him all the time, like,
Yeah.
"She won't respond to my texts even," and I thought we were supposed to be sisters. Sisters?
I thought we were sisters. Um, never forget. I'm sorry if I blew out your ears with that. Okay. So, they're saying, only 2 of them can go in. They can't have anybody else go in to do the paperwork. Is that true? Because usually you need, like, a witness, or
Yeah,
because, like, I
it's
guess
not
they are literally just signing the marriage certificate, so legally on paper, they're married. So it's not there's no little
no
ceremony.
wedding. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So okay. So in her talking head,
They were
Lorraine.
gonna do that whole thing, but they ran out of time, and it was too much of a thing to get family to come
Yeah.
in,
Mhm.
even though their whole family seems to live there.
So what about her family maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe they've disowned her because of this.
Mhm.
So in the talking head, Lorraine goes, I'm still hoping for a big, nice ceremony, but we ran out of time. We ran out of time because maybe the 3 of you together aren't so bright.
Yeah.
And in the talking head, Dannielle goes, my faith in God makes me not worry. Worried.
I'm not
Not
worried.
worried. Not worried.
Do I look
Um,
worried?
I'm not worried. But the flesh says, God, this is crazy. It's crazy. And my heart says to trust Lorena, but I do worry that my heart and my trust could be taken advantage of. It's happened before. So they walk in their outfits, and Danielle is standing on the street, and she's like, "Mm-hmm, yep." So they've just gone in, yep. So I'm just gonna stand out here, yeah, uh-huh. And the production's like, "We're not taking the camera off you. We're waiting for the meltdown. So
Mhm.
get to crying, lady." So
Mhm.
so she says, "Yeah, this reminds me when Garrick and I got our marriage license, and I still have it, like, still have it, even though, I mean, technically it means nothing, but, yeah, it just reminds me. Yeah, but I'm trying not to get emotional because, I mean, it's literally it's just a piece of paper,
Just a piece of paper.
but,
That's the title of this episode.
episode. But, when they come out, then I'll have to see their piece of paper, and theirs is, and mine is, yeah. So, you know, we were very young when we got married, and we've been through so much together, and 3 Berts later, and I really have to trust Lorena really loves me and won't screw me over, and that she really loves the family, and she's in it for all of us, and, it's just a piece of paper. Like,
That
it
pill is wearing off.
it does make me feel a little less tied to Garrick, but it's just a paper. It's just a paper.
Okay, what oh, you can't see it because the thing. What's this weird, mark on her arm that you
I
can't
saw it.
see?
I saw it. I saw it when she did
It's
that.
It's in the shape of, like, a trophy or,
If you
a
can get a better
cactus.
picture if you could get a better picture, I'll put it back up, but I saw it during the episode too. Um, I didn't know if it's she's trying to get a tattoo removed because we've seen
Oh.
her in bathing suits and things a
Uh-huh.
lot, and we've never seen anything here on the underside of the arm. But
Yeah.
you gotta be
It's
real confident that you're not gonna develop flappers to get
Oh
that.
god. Well,
Yeah,
she works out. She does
yeah,
lifts weights, and
yeah.
maybe genetically she doesn't have the upper arm fat gene that I carry.
Mhm. Yeah. Um,
Proudly, not
the en
proudly.
well, the end of it is her just going, "It's Um, so she's not upset at all, everybody. She's
No,
not upset at all.
it's just
Now,
fine.
next time on, Billie Jean meets Reese's date, whose name I've already forgotten. Randy?
Randy. She's Randy for this lifestyle.
Uh-huh. Billie Jean meets Randy and says, "Do you want some tea on him or what?" And he goes, "Or some D. Reese." Okay. All right, here we go. All right, here's the picture. Ugh. Well,
It's just so oddly shaped, like, it looks like a burn, like,
uh-huh.
maybe she burned herself on her curling iron, but that shape is so unique. Like, did Garrick try to brand her? That is my concern. Is this an NXIVM? Because it's so oddly shaped.
I'm trying to look at it from all angles. If you tilt your head, it looks like the outline of Gumby.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
Do you see the cactus thing? Like one of those
yeah,
in the desert, the
yeah,
tall or a trophy for
yep,
something?
uh-huh. Because it's got redness around it, I feel like it's either and because some spots are darker, I feel like it's either a birthmark
Uh-huh.
or tattoo removal, though you can still really see exactly what the tattoo is. Maybe I don't know. Somebody let us know. It's on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, but it was on the episode when she was in the bathroom curling her hair, um,
Before
before
the happy pills wore off. Yeah.
right, she was still happy,
Mhm.
um, and you could see it when she lifts her arm up, so I'm gonna take that off the screen, it's upsetting me. Okay,
I know. Danielle, we're
um,
just worried about you.
just so worried, so worried. More worried about the education system in your town where the 2 of you seem to be so stupid.
I don't know, because the kids seem very smart. Like, the teens, I would trust to do this paperwork more than I would these adults.
Completely should have gotten the teens, like, "We'll give you $100 an hour," t and they would have been like,
Mhm.
"It'll take 20 minutes, but alright."
Yeah.
Um, okay, next time on, this is where Billie Jean meets Theresa's date um Billie Jean says to Randy, sorry, "Do you want some tea on him?" And he goes, "Or some D." And they start dying laughing. And then in a talking head together, he laughs about how Billie Jean is jealous. He's like, "Mm, you didn't like that, huh? Please don't make me do this."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, I think he's doing reverse psychology now. Yes,
Yes,
he's
it
like,
might work.
I don't wanna do it, so I'm gonna act like I'm real horny for these ladies." Yeah.
Uh-huh, and she's gonna be jealous that somebody else wants those jazz hands.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Matthew tells Angelica that Shanay broke up with them, and Angelica is now worried. She goes, "Well, I think I'm worried about Shanay thinking that I went behind her back and I didn't tell her about the date," which is true, but I think Matthew had told her, like, "It's not your thing to tell, don't tell her,"
Right.
you know? Even though they were in their rights to do so.
Also, Shanay told you that she could not be friends with you if you were pursuing another wife, which
Mhm.
you are planning to do. So,
Right. Yeah.
you can't she said she can't be friends with you, which is not fair.
Uh, Teresa's playing pool with some dude, and she says she thought Nick would be able to fix her. And then she says, "This family is what I want. This is what I've always wanted." Then we see a family meeting where Nick tells Teresa, Teresa, I'm Australian now, Teresa, that she's disrupting the harmony of their situation that they have in the home.
Ugh.
And she goes, "I'd like to have this conversation at a different time." And he's
Oh
like,
god.
"We're having it now." Um, Lorrana and Garrick are married, and they do a three-person talking head now with Garrick in the middle. And Dannielle says, yeah, there's a lot of settling in to do. It's fine. Everything's fine. And I do wonder what the future will look like with all of us, but everything's fine. It's just paper.
Mhm.
It's just
Mhm.
paper.
Gotta up that dosage.
But here's the question. If they tried to bring in another Brazilian, how many years does he have to wait to divorce Lorrana so she's officially a citizen before he can bring the second one in?
Right, and then, are the 2 Brazilians gonna gang up on the Merrifields and talk about them, and they won't understand, and they'll be plotting their revenge?
I don't know. They'll be like, you don't spell shelf with a VE. Did you know that? Don't let them tell you the wrong way to spell things. So
Also,
funny.
3 of them are not gonna be able to fit in that ladies' den that they have going on.
No, they're gonna have to get a big bed like the Davis family, and all 3 women sleep in there.
Mhm.
People were talking about the tent in the Davis family's room. They have a little tent in the corner, and the working theory on that is that Teresa's son got Vera's room, and now Vera is sleeping in a little tent in their room.
Oh,
Mhm. Because they'd
in
have to
the
be
room with the big bed.
yes, because no loving happens in that
Right,
big
no
bed.
boom boom. They, apparently, that's what
Yeah,
they say. Although, if Teresa's right and they're all doing it together, then they need that big bed because the boom boom room bed is like a double for a
yeah.
queen.
I mean, it seems like
So
if your priorities were in order, you'd let the child have a room,
mhm,
and you would use the bedroom you have as the boom boom room.
right.
From
Unless
1 from 1 to 3, it's the boom boom room, otherwise, it's for regular activities.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You'd have
Mhm.
a sign-in sheet on the door, like a laundromat, like in an apartment building.
Oh, Kimberly. That's it, everybody. Make sure you're following all of us on social media. And when this comes out, again, hopefully, I'm going to be in California and be following because over here on this level, the $10 level of Pink Shade Prime, Ingrid and I will be doing daily updates from our trip to BravoCon. So
Yay.
you don't want to miss that hot action. And then when I get back from BravoCon, November 19th, Keisha and I will be covering our uh, coverage of the rewatch of Plathville, season 1, episode 1. That will be right here on the $10 level too. So don't go down. Just stay right
Mm-mm.
here because you're getting it all. I know
Mhm.
Love is Blind is over. A lot of you joined for that.
No, watch this space. Stay here.
This is where the action happens, just like the boom boom room at the Merryfield's house. Okay. And everybody, also, if you're hearing this on Tuesday the 11th, you still have time to buy tickets to the meetup that we're having at BravoCon with Ryan Bailey. Tickets are free. Just go to the link so we know how many people are coming. That is 6 o'clock, Saturday, November 15th at the Hard Rock Cafe. Okay, Kimberly, that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.